Hello everybody, this is just an impromptu live stream back from London after watching Back to the Future the musical, and we also saw The Shark is Broken. Wow. uh, I'm really emotional at the moment. I'm honest with you, so if you see tears today, I apologise in advance, but we've just hit 50,000 subscribers. And I had a sneaking feeling it might happen this weekend, but oh my god, it's happened on a Sunday evening, and or at the end of just one hell of an amazing weekend we've just had. As you know, Phil from Spruverse came down on Thursday and joined me in the workshop here, and then what's happened is we're on Friday evening we travelled to London. So me, Mrs. Welder Wayne, and Phil and Mrs. Spruverse to go and see The Shark is Broken, which was absolutely brilliant. And obviously that's the story of the three actors from Jaws and how they was conflict on set. As a matter of fact, I've got a picture of me and Phil standing by the production, and they've got an actual orca there, which look, check this out. So we were obviously looking at that really closely about how we're going to be doing the orca, but it was just weird how things just panned out. That Phil's came over from LA. He's bought the orca at the same time that the show happens to be on in London. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just like fate has slotted itself in. And then in the next night, we all went out to see Back to the Future the musical. And I'm telling you now, if you haven't seen it, by far, and I've seen things like the Les Mis stage concert, Wicked, Prince of Egypt. It is the best West End show I've ever seen, and the production values are just I can't give you any spoilers because you've got to see it for yourself, but oh my god, that was great. And then to finalize the day, we actually met Bergdis. As you can see, we met Bergdis today as well. So I've just had an absolutely brilliant weekend. Mrs. Welder Wayne, I can't thank Mrs. Spruverse enough. We've just had a great weekend, and to top it off, because I've had some bad news this weekend, and I'll tell you about that in a second. To top it off, the yeah, you've all got us to 50,000 subscribers. So the bad news is that on Saturday morning, I just got news that my son Jack, who comes into stream, his lung has collapsed. So he had a lung collapse about 2-3 years ago on his left side, or right side, left side, I think it was. And now his right side has collapsed. So they're going to have to do an operation on Wednesday, we found out. So he's going to be in hospital now for a week. And we also found out today that my auntie's died. So it's a bit of a come down, but you know, I've just been lifted up by this. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for being in chat. I can't highlight anything in chat at the moment because I haven't set everything up, but I just didn't want to put a post up that just said 50,000 subscribers. I wanted to thank you all personally, and just to say I'm so humbled by it. I'm absolutely humbled. What can I say? As you can see here, I've got the DB5 ready to build for tomorrow. Now I'm gonna be doing 10 stages a time. I've had a look at it. I'm going to do 10 stages at a time, so that's going to be on the channel tomorrow. And as I said, while me and Phil were in London, we were looking at the orca and deciding some of the things that we're going to change. And there's a guy out there, and I apologise for not getting your name, but you're building a real life orca from a real boat. And you told me about the interior seats, and obviously we actually saw it for ourselves firsthand at the stage show. So we are going to completely redesign the seats, because that seating area with the table is the heart of the film. That's where the Indianapolis speech happened. That's where the comparing scars happen. So we want to get that right. So that's something we're going to be doing. We're going to be making different masts. It's going to be such a good build. But I can't wait to get on with the DB5. But it's a Sunday evening. I had nothing else planned, and I thought, you know what, I'm coming online. So it's been since Thursday's live stream. We did a 2-hour live stream on Thursday. It's been an emotional roller coaster, I'm telling you. But you know, I'm going to chill out tonight with a rum and Kraken and Coke, I think. But thank you so much, Gary Whitfield, by the way. I appreciate it. Gary, I will get in touch with you regarding the masks. I'll be honest with you, I'm just not with it at the moment. It's like being in a bubble. I never intended, when I created this channel, it was a way for me to escape, but communicate or network with people that I know share the same things that I share, and being able to do that as a hobby, it's it's just amazing, and I'm hoping that we can continue to do that going forward. And we've got lots planned, obviously, this year and next year, when we've got Wonderfest coming up. And we can share the passion of what the hobby that we're doing together, which I think is absolutely great. And I think that's what we brought, what everyone brings to the table. And I'm speechless. Thank you, David. I said he's in really good spirits. When his lung collapsed about 3 years ago, he changed his like gamer tag. He loves playing games to One Lung Frenzy. That's his name. So we've said like he's going to call himself No Lung Frenzy or something like now. But what they had to do is they've tried to I don't know the word, but take the air out to inflate it, and it's not going to stay. So what they do is they put a lining inside that will actually stick the lung, so it can't collapse again. So he can now go through the rest of his life, or will be able to, without having the threat of lungs. And the reason it's collapsed is not through injury or anything like that, but they do say tall, thin people are prone to this, and he is tall and thin, and it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. So, but there you go. But next week, I've said, look, at the moment, I've still got the orca laid out over here. Hey, see, because I'm deciding how we're going to be tackling that. I think I'm going to tackle the cabin first, and have a look at that. I think Phil's back in LA this week coming. It's Thanksgiving on Thursday. So I don't want to get too far ahead. I mean, this isn't going to be a build that is done in 3 or 4 months, because the amount of detail we want to put into it. But I've been watching this film over and over again to try and get it. But absolutely brilliant. How are everyone else there? How's everyone else's weekend going at the moment? 107 people in here, and I do hope if you're watching on demand, please, just my thanks to you for subscribing. It's because 50,000 subscribers. I'm gonna have to get another plaque made. So we got 1,000, we got 20,000. I can't remember when we were on 20,000. There's no date on it, but 50,000. Absolutely crazy. The DB5 is going to be brilliant, Martin. The only thing is with the DB5 is I've been looking at the first couple of issues, and obviously they give you the parts and then they tell you this is where they're going to go. So we don't do anything with it. So, I've got to think, do I keep it in the bag? If I keep it in the bag, I've got to find it again. I've got a separate place to put it, because I understand this is one of those builds where you build something and then put it to a side and then work on something else. Don't want to get any things damaged, because obviously I'm not keeping this. I'm building this for someone, but I get to share it with you and what the build's all about. So it's all good. Thank you, Wim. I really appreciate that. I can't highlight comments, I'm afraid, but when we do the live stream, because we're doing live streams all week this week, we've got Tuesday, Wednesday for Patreons, and Thursday. So we're gonna have a good time. Ray, I will definitely, Ray. Hello, Kayla. Thank you, and Crichton, thank you so much. Cornwall Kev, hey Cornwall Kev, well done, Ray. Cornwall Kev, I've got I've got your pictures as well. Don't worry, I'm going to get them on the live stream. So we'll do that on Tuesday. I'll be more prepared. But as I said, you can imagine it's been such a good weekend this weekend that I'm back in the workshop. I'm eager to get going. But there's no way I was just going to put a comment on Facebook just saying thank you, we've reached 50,000 subscribers. I wanted to thank you personally, each and every one of you. I wish I could. I'll just read out the names. But there you go. So it's a little stream. God, we've been on for 10 minutes already. Wow. But just to let you know, so we've got the DB5 tomorrow. That's going to be coming out. I've got the Bismarck 9 coming this week. I've had notification. A lot of you might have had notification as well. The next stages of the Enterprise, my free gifts, which were the shuttles, are coming. And the Ecto 1 has been posted out. So if you haven't received notification for your Ecto 1, hopefully you're going to be getting that in the next few days. That's been posted out as well. So that should be coming. Invest in a resin 3D printer. Crichton, I think that's what's going to be coming. I need a laptop first, because I do need a lot, because some of the models I'm building now are so big I can't build them here. I'm going to have to build them over there. But I do like to keep things tidy. That's why I'm worried about this build, because I've got to keep track of parts that we're not building at the time. But it's good. But I'm finally happy, and I did mention this to Spruverse, that I'm finally happy that this next build with the Orca, I'm not just putting parts together and making a model. With this one, just like the ET spaceship, you'll see a completely different level of enthusiasm because we get to fabricate things. Well, I mean, that's bent at the moment. Phil did say if I soak this in warm water, it'll actually straighten up, but we can do a lot better than this. So this mask, so we're going to make a different mask. We're going to try and use as much real wood in there as possible for the fascias, for the interior of the cabin, electrics lighting up above the table. We've even found brass portholes and stuff. It's going to be an absolute brilliant build, but please don't think it's going to be a 2 or 3 month project. It is going to go on for a while. Die Class Model Hub, thank you so much for that. But if you haven't subscribed already, you know what I'm going to say, then please click that subscribe button because we're on our way to 100,000. Pie in the sky at the moment, I know, but I believe I can do it, and I believe the community can band together, and I like doing this because of the community. I like meeting the community. Bergdis, if you're watching this, I love meeting you. I think Bergdis is at the airport actually. She was actually going back today to Iceland, so it was great to meet Bergdis as well. But I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to get a bit too emotional now. So listen, thank you so much, and this video, I don't know how long it's going to take. It will probably be out tomorrow just after midday, but yeah, once again, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay.